This is Genevieve with Belladonna and Moonbeams. How are y'all doing? I'm doing really well. And this is the reading for the week of November 9th through 15th, 2020 for the sign of Aries. And I do want to give myself props for something. This past Tuesday, on the 28th, I believe it was, I read my pendulum for people that asked me yes or no questions. And one of those questions, which was on Tuesday morning, which was before the election, one of the questions was, I can't remember if it was, would Biden win or would Trump lose? Whichever one it was, I got it right. My pendulum was right. And so I'm just kind of excited about that because, well, I knew I was, pretty good, but it just affirmed it, and I was really scared for a few days. Anyway, just saying. I kept trusting in myself, but still, every so often, the way this election went, it made me a little crazy. So, for my and this isn't about who you voted for. This is just about sharing that. So, for my Aries people, the first card I get is Death. Now, death is actually about overcoming obstacles and breaking out of addictions, maybe getting out of a bad marriage. This card is telling you need to make those changes that you already know you need to make. You might have been saying, oh, I can't leave him. I need his money, or I can't quit smoking, or whatever it is that you need to leave behind. This card is telling you that you need to leave it behind now. Not tomorrow, not next year, but it's time to give that up. The next card I get is the Ace of Cups, and this is about new beginnings. It can be new relationships, because cups are all about emotions, but it could also just be about joy. So what this tells me is that this death is going to lead you to great joy once you give it up. But you've got to have the courage, the stamina to do it. Now, the next card we get is the Page of Wands. It's reversed, so we're going to turn it right side up. And that just means it's watered down, as you know. So the Page of Wands is about communication. It can literally be about a person, but I think this is about communication. And I think that this change that you need to make, there's going to have to be communication going on. You're going to need other people to help you with that. And it could also even be on the internet looking for your answers. So the next card I pulled from the Crow Tarot, pulled one card for everybody. And once again, we got the Death card, only this one's reversed. And that tells me that you've been rejecting this change. You know you need to do it. Deep down in your heart of hearts, you know you need to do it. But you've not been willing to do it. You've been unwilling to do it because it's uncomfortable. It's not what you think you want to do. I got to tell you, you need to do it. The next card we get, I pulled from the Spell Casting Oracle deck. By the way, these are my favorite decks right now. And I get the Empowerment card. This card is saying that there are people, well, it can mean a lot of different things, but I think when I take into account this card, this is saying that you're going to find your empowerment through communication and possibly through the internet, like I said. And there's going to be people in your life that are going to help empower you and help you find your way out of this change that you need to make. And I also pulled a card from the Dragon Oracle deck, which is a brand new deck. I've never pulled from it before. I just opened it online the other day, and we get the Deep Blue Dragon. And this card says that you are going to be safe on your journey. Spirit, the universe, source, your guardian angels, your spirit guides, they are going to keep you safe. You will be fine through this change, even though it's scary as all get out. But sometimes fear is just that, fear. When I first started doing readings online, I was terrified. First of all, I was terrified what people would think of me because a lot of people didn't even know I read cards. And then the first time I talked about spirit guides, I was like, ooh. Now they know I believe in spirit guides. And then I talked about archangels. And then I talked about spells. And I have been so liberated by that because I don't have to hide anything anymore. Because I have been authentically me. And as you walk through this time, this scary time for you, you have the ability to come through it and shine, to shine fully. But you have to trust yourself. Yeah, I know. You got to trust some others while you're at it. So I'm going to read from my crystal ball, or one of them. You know, I have like 5 million. And I chose the purple one tonight because it resonated with me. Purple is also a color for the third eye and for communicating with source and with psychic empowerment. First of all, I see an arrow to the right. That's sending out energy. I believe in this case, you've been sending out a lot of energy that you need to hold to yourself. I almost think that this arrow to the right is a warning, but it's also, you can send out help, ask for help from other people, but you've been sending out energy you don't need to be wasting. Now I see a horse. A horse to me symbolizes steadfastness and staying on the road. So as you're beginning this journey, don't get off the road. Stay on the road, even if it's a meandering road, because you're going to get great joy out of it if you just hang in there. And I see a forked stick. And I think that means that you have two choices and that you're struggling with that. But you know, I know you know which is the right choice for you. You have that within you. And I see the moon. And the moon goes through phases. And well, I actually saw a crescent moon. And the moon goes through phases. And when it's in the crescent moon, it's as small as it's going to get, unless it's a completely disappeared moon. But as that, from the crescent, it begins to grow and wax into a big, gorgeous full moon. And I believe for y'all that this means that you are going to have great joy and grow into that big, beautiful moon if you start taking those little steps and start just walking along the road one at a time, and before you know it, you'll be there. So Aries, if you want to do a private reading, send me a text, 405-512-9400. If you need me to help do some spell casting, same phone number, 405-512-9400. And if not, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.